The members who respond to the mail out from the group are entitled to receive additional benefits if they qualify. My job is simple. It is to show you, provide you with the information and the no-cost benefits that you're entitled to, and at the same time show you the additional benefits that you might qualify for. I'd like to play a quick video for you that'll explain the relationship between the union and our company and why they chose to work with us.
Your union.
Now that you have a little more information about
Giving back.
why the union chose to work with our company, I'd like to play another quick video that'll explain why,
Giving back is
explain a little bit more about our company's culture and why we're here.
To our field representative.
As you can see, we're a company that believes that if we're going to work in a community, we need to be consistently giving back to the community. And one of the ways that we do that is by providing opportunities to people who are looking for a new career, a career change, or first employment. Let me have the name and number of someone that you'd like to sponsor for this opportunity. We'll give them a call and set them up for an interview. Okay, so your first benefit is your accidental death and dismemberment benefit. This has been provided to you by the union as a way of saying thank you for being a member in good standing.
We see the headlines every day.
Now what they need is 2 contingent beneficiaries in case something should happen to you and your beneficiary at the same time. So this used to be a closed program, but now what they allow you to do is they allow you to give away up to $20,000 in accidental death and dismemberment benefit. You can do this in $2,000 increments, which means that you can sponsor up to 10 people to get the exact same benefit that you just got at no cost to you and no cost to them. The great thing is that your 2 contingent beneficiaries, they automatically qualify. So now you've given away $4,000, which only leaves you $16,000 left. But it gets better. Your immediate family, they also automatically qualify. So the next benefit is our Child Safe mobile app. This app is designed to help protect your children. It's been endorsed by the National Teachers, School Administrators, and Police Officers Unions of America. I'll let the video explain. Our goal is to get this in the hands of every family with children or grandchildren. A lot of schools used to give away the paper kits. What we found is that they frequently get filed away, lost, or become outdated. And that's why we developed the Child Safe mobile app. It's always present, is easily updated, and provides some features that the paper apps or the paper kits just couldn't supply. Let me show you how you can sponsor other families through the app at no cost to you or no cost to them. So the next benefit is designed to reduce your out-of-pocket expenses without affecting your existing health care. It's good for a year, covers everyone at this address, and it's designed to give you up to a 60% discount on things like prescription drugs, vision, hearing, and chiropractic services.
Want to try?
They also allow you to sponsor up to 4 people for the health services discount card. Who would you like to sponsor first? The next benefit is our Medfax Kit and Memorial Guide.
It happens all too often.
These are 2 vitally important documents where you can record and store your medical information should there be a medical emergency, and as well as your information and preferences for your final wishes. Now I'm going to play the video this time. They also allow you to sponsor up to 4 people to get the Medfax Kit and Memorial Guide. Who would you like to sponsor first? Okay. So John and Mary, everyone you sponsored will get some of the no-cost benefits and have access to the additional benefits. But I'm going to need your help. And help your friends and family out by letting them know that I'm going to contact them to make an appointment to deliver the benefits, just like I'm doing today. But here's where you're helping me out. I'm going to send you a text message so that you can forward that to them to let them know that I'm going to be contacting them to set that appointment. It's just a little bit easier than calling everybody once I leave. So, out of all the people that you sponsored, who do you think needs these benefits the most? Let's go ahead and call them, get them on the phone, and that way they don't get bumped to the back of my list. So please make sure that you let everybody know, everybody that you sponsored, know that I'm going to be contacting them to make an appointment to deliver the benefits, just like I'm doing with you today. Jump to the hoops. So everyone we see individually, because not everyone's going to have the same wants and the same needs. What's right for you may not be right for the person that I just saw or the person that I'll see after you. This next video will explain in simple terms the needs for some of these other benefits.
Since birth, you have spent each day preparing.
So now that you have a little more information on the different types of insurance, I'll ask you a few questions. We'll see what you qualify for, and we'll go from there. Put your information in here. Okay, so do any of you take any medications daily? Do any of you take any daily medications? Have you been hospitalized recently? And has your driver's license ever been suspended or revoked for moving violations? Okay. Any cancer? Diabetes, blah, 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 blah. So let me tell you how that works. Okay, so do you have any insurance at work? Let me tell you how that works. As long as you're working for the union, you're protected. But as soon as you quit, get fired, retire, you're no longer protected. The reason is that that's a group policy, and as long as you're working there, you're part of the group. But as soon as you leave, you're no longer part of the group. That benefit is gone forever. Okay? Mortgage, blah, blah, blah. Own, let's just say 40,000, 10 years. Checking, all right. So, before we go any further, it's important that I go over the mandatory read-off letter with you. And what it basically says is that I'm going to show you some benefits, I'm going to explain how they work, and I'm going to answer all of your questions. If these make sense to you, which I'm sure you'll see they do, go ahead and take advantage of them today. Actually, I want to rewind. Before we go any further, it's important that I go over the mandatory read-off letter with you. What it basically says is this. I'm going to show you some benefits, explain them to you, and answer all of your questions, and you just simply give me a simple yes or no. If all of these make sense, which I'm sure you'll see they will, then go ahead and take advantage of them today while I'm here. Due to the number of people that we have to see, coming back could be very difficult. If they don't, that's okay too. I've got your officer report form here. I'm going to ask that you complete this with some information to be returned back to the union so that they get your feedback on the benefits as well. Fair enough? All right, perfect. So, John, when you die, who'll be responsible for your funeral and final expenses? Does she know that? Well, let me show you how we can provide. The program can provide an immediate sum of money so that the costs associated with your death are not passed on to your surviving family as a burden.
The warmth of family is one of the most beautiful.
Okay, so if you remember from the video, the average cost of the funeral and final expenses today is $15,000. However, with inflation, we're recommending that you have $30,000 in coverage. As you can see, you have absolutely no coverage in this area, which leaves you with the need for the entire $30,000, and that's the amount that we're going to provide you with if you qualify. Does that make sense? And why would that make sense to you? Yeah, perfect. So, Mary, if something were to happen to John, would you be able to pay all the household expenses, the mortgage, utilities, car payments, insurance, food, clothing, etc., without his income? And how about you, John? If something were to happen to Mary? Well, let me show you how that we can protect your income so that your family's not burdened financially.
Your pay.
All right, John, so 5 years of your income, as the video recommended, is $240,000. You currently have the $10,000 through your employer, which leaves you with the need for $230,000, and that's the amount that we'll provide you with if you qualify. Now, Mary, 5 years of your income is $150,000. You currently don't have any coverage in that area, which leaves you with the need for the $150,000, and that's the amount that we'll provide you with if you qualify. Make sense? And why does this make sense to you? Perfect. So let me show you how we can protect your mortgage. Okay, you guys told me that you had a $40,000 mortgage. You currently don't have any coverage in that area, which leaves you with the need for the $40,000, and that's the amount that we'll provide you with if you qualify. Make sense? Okay, perfect. Now let's look at protecting little Jimmy's college education.
As parents,
Alright, so as the video suggested, the average cost of a 4-year college program is right at $100,000. You currently have $100 saved up, which leaves you with the need for $99,900, and that's the amount that we'll provide you with if you qualify. Does it make sense? Okay, perfect. Alright, let's recap. So we've got your final expenses covered, your income is protected, your mortgage is covered, and your child's education is assured as well. Now, along with this comes our child rider. In addition, this gives little Jimmy $10,000 worth of coverage up until the age of 21. At that time, he gets a chance to buy up to 5 times that amount without proving that he's insurable. Okay. Additionally, this comes with our terminal illness rider, which says basically that if you're going to be diagnosed with something that's going to take your life in the next 12 months, we'll send you a check for half the face value of your coverage. It's your money. Do with it as you see fit. We also have our layoff waiver of premium. If you're laid off from work as part of a workforce reduction, we make the payments for you, and they don't have to be repaid. Also included as our strike waiver of premium. If you're in the union, as you are, and you go on a union-approved strike, we make the premium payments for you, and you don't have to make them, and you don't have to pay us back. Okay? So, if all these make sense, you've made an important step to be properly covered. To ensure that you're properly covered, they've provided you with 2 options. Option 1 provides all of the benefits that we talked about, with a full measure of inflation protection built in. Option 2 still includes all of the benefits with just a smaller amount of inflation protection built in. The only question I have for you is, which of those 2 options works best for you? Okay, well, you know, the premium's not your problem, it's the solution to your problem. If you can't afford to pay today when it's pennies on the dollar, how can you expect Mary to pay dollar for dollar when you're dead and gone? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure, like most families, you've got the current number of unpaid bills and debt, and those things, but wouldn't they have to be paid when you're gone? Okay. Well, I understand entirely. The last thing in the world that I want to do is create a financial burden for you and your family. So the way I see it, there's only two negative things that can come from me being here today. The first is for me to continue to show you something that just doesn't fit your family's budget. And the second is for me to walk out that door without you being properly covered. So can we make sure that neither of those two things happen today? Perfect. So let's do this. Let's adjust your final expenses to $20,000. We'll recalculate. Now remember, all of the other benefits are still included. We've still got your income, mortgage, children's education, and all of the additional benefits included. Now that's got to make you feel better, right? Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's adjust your fuel and final expenses to $15,000. Remember from the video, the average cost today is $15,000. So that leaves, additionally, still leaving all the income protection, mortgage, children's education, etc. the same. We'll recalculate and see where you're at. See, now that's got to make you feel better, right? Okay. So let's adjust your final expense benefit to $10,000. That should get you a basic service, have a little bit left over. We'll recalculate and see where you're at. That's got to make you feel better, right? Okay. So the average cost of just a simple service today is about $8,500. So let's adjust your final expense benefit to there. There, that's got to make you feel better. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's adjust your income protection from 5 years to 3. And we'll recalculate and see where we're at. There, that's got to make you feel better, right? Okay, well, let's adjust your income protection from 3 years to 1. We'll recalculate and see where you're at. There, that's got to make you feel better, right? Okay. So, John and Mary, out of all of these benefits, which would you like to see protect your family at best? Okay. There you go. That's got to make you feel better. All right. I just need your driver's license and checking account information.